everyone, welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karjalainen. It's a pleasure to have you along. You can call me this guy if my name is tricky to pronounce. Today I'm taking a look at the Atomic Amplifire-Box, an amp in a box. What could be better than that? Well, I can think of a few things, but let's see if this is any good. I'll be right back after this intro. Okay, so what is the Amplifier Box by Atomic? Well, basically it's what the name says, it's an amp in a box, a preamp that is. It has cab sim outputs or cabinet simulated outputs so that you can record straight into your interface and not have to have an actual amp, which is great. For many different reasons. You can have it on your pedal board, so you can go straight into the PA, into the front of the house, and have a monitor if you so wish, just to kind of minimize the amount of gear that you have. You can have it at home. If you're recording demos, it might be a great thing for that. So, but the main thing is, of course, how does it sound? Before we get into that, the features are it has a 3-band EQ plus presence, so bass, mid, treble, and presence. It has a level control, a master control, a gain, and a reverb. It also has cab simulated outputs for both the plug jack and the quarter-inch jack and the XLR outputs, and you can leave cab sim off. It also has a 3-way switch for amp style. Now, I haven't checked out what the amp styles are because I thought it would be more fun that way. And then it also has amp channel, which is a 3-way switch that as well. It also has an enable button. It's an enabler. And a boost button. So that's it. Yeah, I'll just get this hooked up into my mixer and just record straight with it so we can see what it sounds like. I guess I could record or connect it to the Marshall as well, but that would be defeating the point of the whole thing, because then you would just be having another overdrive pedal. So I'll get it hooked up and start playing. Okay, so the way I have it set up is now everything at noon except for reverb, which I don't have set up at all, or I have no reverb on. Here's what this whole thing sounds like without the amplifier box. Just guitar straight in. So let's hear what it sounds like. I have the amp style switch up and the amp channel switch up. So let's hope it's clean. Could use a bit more volume here. Okay, so let's just first see what the amp style switch does. So I'll put that into the middle position. Sorry, I had it in the middle position, so now it's in the up position. So I had a bit of added delay there as well. Okay, so the bottom position. Okay, that sounds more American and more rectifier type. Okay, let's go back to the top position and try the amp channels. So the amp channel is now in the middle position. Top. Bottom. Yeah, so that's some kind of clean amp. Let's go to the second amp type and do the same thing again. Top position. Middle position. Bottom. And the last amp style in the top position or the top channel. Yep, middle. Bottom position. Okay, so I'll just pick my favorite one and go with that and see what the controls do, because I can't go through all the different modes and do all the controls because we'll be here forever. So I'll just pick my favorite one, and that was the middle position on the amp style and amp channel. It's in the ballpark of what I like. It's a contest between this and the bottom position on this amp style. Okay, let's see what the gain does. So I'll roll off gain, so put that at 9 o'clock. And turn gain to 3 o'clock. Okay, I'll max that out. Okay, put that back halfway, and I added a splash of reverb. Let's see what the boost button does. Okay, so here's where you get complicated-ish. You can hook this up via USB to your computer. You can edit further parameters there. So I guess you can assign different things to the boost button. So, like you probably noticed, suddenly I had a delay there, which is a very nice touch. Personally, I don't like hooking stuff up to a computer, but if I was going to use this, I could see myself doing that once to set it up the way I have it and then kind of set and forget. The main thing is that I really like the sounds. Actually, they sound very good for modeled gear. That's the thing. What I'm interested in next is, does it take pedals? So I'll add an overdrive pedal to this and see what it thinks of that. Okay, so I've now added a Fender Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive and I've put level and gain at halfway. This is the amplifier box just... And here it is with the Fender. Add some gain. Yeah, sadly it starts sounding really funny, really weird. I'll try another amp channel. Okay, let's see what it sounds like now. For some reason, that channel sounds fine. Here's another one. Yeah, that didn't sound too great either. So, that's it. That's with all the EQ controls at noon all the time. Let's just quickly see what the bass does. Pretty much what you'd expect, mate, and mids. Treble. Presence. Okay, so what's the verdict? Well, I really like the sounds in this little box. Didn't really find any problems with it. It sounds a bit like a modeling thing, which it is, so that's to be expected. But if you're looking for something for home demo use, this is great. You can use it as part of a rig, I suppose, but it's not very versatile. If you wanted to have something as part of your rig, or live rig rather, maybe go for one of the bigger brothers of this. They have different versions of this that cost more, obviously. But this is a quite budget-friendly piece of gear. Mainly, I would suppose, for home use, for demoing purposes. Yeah, I think it sounds quite nice. The only problem I had was that it didn't like the overdrive pedal in all of the positions. I didn't try all of the positions, but in 2 out of 3 it didn't like it. But then again, in 1 it sounded okay. So, sounds good, fairly affordable, not too versatile on the go, but very kind of versatile if you have time to flick a few switches and so on. You can get more out of it with USB, of course. Yeah, I have to say, I like this one. But on the other hand, if you have a bigger budget, go for something a bit better, because there are better things out there. But on a budget, this is really good if you're looking for something at home to demo with. So, that's basically all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't. Comment, let me know if you what you thought. And if you have an experience with this or similar gear in the same price range, support me on Patreon, because I buy the gear that I review, so you get an honest review. Plus you get a bunch of exclusives when you do support me on Patreon. I bought this and yeah, like I said, it's quite good. Especially for the price, I think it does the job very nicely. And if you want free music, check out my website. The link's in the description. So, that's all I have for you today. I'll end with a bit more on the Atomic Amplifire-Box.